Every single day, your kidneys work quietly in the background, filtering nearly 50 gallons of blood without rest. They remove toxins from the food you eat, the drinks you enjoy, the medications you take, and even the air you breathe. They regulate fluids, balance minerals, control blood pressure, and protect your body from internal toxicity. And they do all of this without asking for attention. That's why kidney damage is so dangerous. Most of the time, you don't feel a thing. Not when function starts slipping, not when filtration slows, not when inflammation begins damaging delicate kidney tissue. The kidneys don't scream for help, they whisper. The first signs are subtle. Brain fog that doesn't lift no matter how much you sleep, a constant feeling of fatigue that doesn't make sense, swollen ankles at the end of the day, puffiness around the eyes in the morning, waking up again and again at night just to use the bathroom. Easy to explain away, easy to ignore. Until one day, a routine blood test shows rising creatinine levels, and suddenly the fear becomes real. Dialysis, loss of independence, permanent damage. Right now, more than 37 million people are living with kidney damage, and many of them don't even know it yet. But here's the hopeful truth. Modern research shows that kidney decline is not always inevitable. Studies from respected medical institutions and peer-reviewed journals reveal that simple, science-backed daily habits can reduce inflammation, improve circulation, and protect kidney tissue. And some of the most powerful tools are already sitting in your kitchen. Certain everyday spices contain natural compounds that help calm oxidative stress, support detox pathways, and ease the workload placed on your kidneys. Used correctly, they don't force detox, they support the body's own intelligent design. Garlic is one of the most effective. Healthy kidneys depend on smooth blood flow. When blood vessels stiffen from inflammation and plaque, pressure slams into the kidney's tiny filtration units, slowly damaging them. Garlic helps relax blood vessels, improve circulation, and reduce oxidative damage, allowing waste to move out gently instead of violently. When crushed and allowed to rest before use, its protective compounds become fully active. Cumin helps lighten the toxic burden reaching the kidneys. It supports antioxidant defenses and assists the liver in processing waste, meaning fewer toxins arrive at the kidneys in the first place. Less load means less stress. Cinnamon helps calm chronic inflammation, one of the most overlooked drivers of kidney damage. Its natural antioxidants protect kidney tissue and help stabilize internal chemistry, allowing filtration to occur with less strain. Ginger acts like a shield. Its bioactive compounds reduce oxidative stress and inflammation while supporting circulation and digestion. It doesn't overwhelm the kidneys, it protects them. Coriander seeds quietly support waste removal and fluid balance. They help flush toxins while protecting delicate kidney structures from damage, and turmeric stands above them all. Its active compound, curcumin, has been widely studied for its ability to reduce inflammation, protect kidney cells, and support healthier kidney markers when used properly and consistently. But here's what most people never hear. Even the best spices won't work if one daily habit is wrong. That habit is hydration timing, not how much water you drink, when and how you drink it. Going hours without water allows toxins to concentrate in the blood, forcing kidneys to work harder under higher pressure. Then suddenly flooding the body later in the day overwhelms filtration units and disrupts fluid balance. Over time, this pattern quietly sabotages kidney function. True kidney support comes from steady hydration, sipping water consistently throughout the day, starting within 30 minutes of waking, allowing toxins to dilute and move out gently instead of building up and crashing through filters. Hidden sodium makes things worse. Processed foods, sauces, breads, and restaurant meals overload the kidneys with salt, raising blood pressure and increasing filtration stress. Frequent use of painkillers quietly reduces blood flow to the kidneys, especially when combined with dehydration. Poor sleep disrupts fluid balance and increases inflammation, pushing kidneys even harder. But when hydration timing improves, sodium drops, sleep stabilizes, and kidney-supporting spices are used consistently, something powerful happens. Swelling begins to reduce, energy improves, nighttime bathroom trips decrease, and over time, lab markers can begin moving in a healthier direction. This isn't about perfection, it's about consistency. Your kidneys are resilient. They respond when you stop working against them. They don't ask for extreme cleanses or expensive supplements. They ask for steady care, gentle support, and daily respect. Give them that, and they will continue to work quietly in your favor for years to come. Your kidneys don't fail overnight. They clog quietly. Every single day, your kidneys filter enormous amounts of blood, removing waste, excess fluids, and toxins that would otherwise poison your body. They are designed to be strong, resilient, and efficient. But modern life slowly works against them. Processed foods, hidden sodium, chronic dehydration, stress, medications, inflammation. Over time, these pressures cause waste to build up faster than your kidneys can clear it. Blood becomes thicker, toxins linger longer, filtration slows, and yet you feel almost normal. That's the danger. Kidney stress rarely announces itself with pain. Instead, it whispers through subtle signals most people ignore. A heavy, foggy feeling in the head that never quite clears, fatigue that doesn't match your sleep, swollen ankles by the end of the day, puffiness around the eyes in the morning, waking up repeatedly at night just to urinate. These aren't random symptoms. They're early signs that your kidneys are struggling to flush waste efficiently. As toxins accumulate, your kidneys are forced to work under higher pressure. Tiny filtration units called nephrons become inflamed. Blood flow stiffens. Waste that should be eliminated begins circulating longer in your system, quietly damaging tissues far beyond the kidneys, including the heart, brain, and blood vessels. Most people don't connect these dots. They blame age, stress, hormones, poor sleep, until a routine blood test reveals elevated creatinine levels. And suddenly the problem feels real. Fear enters the room. Dialysis is mentioned. Independence feels threatened. But here's what almost no one is told early enough. In many cases, kidney stress begins not because the kidneys are broken, but because they're overloaded, and that overload can often be reduced. One of the most powerful ways to do that comes from an unexpected place, your kitchen. Certain everyday spices contain natural compounds that support circulation, reduce inflammation, and help flush waste before it hardens into long-term damage. These spices don't force detox, they restore flow. When blood moves smoothly through the kidneys, filtration improves. When inflammation calms, nephrons suffer less damage. When oxidative stress drops, kidney cells regain resilience. This is where one specific spice stands out. This spice helps thin congestion inside the system, improves blood vessel flexibility, and encourages waste to move out instead of stagnating. It doesn't act like a drug. It works with your biology. When used correctly, it helps your kidneys do what they were always designed to do, flush toxins gently and efficiently. But here's the critical detail most people miss. The spice alone is not magic. If your body is dehydrated for long stretches of the day, toxins concentrate in the blood. The kidneys are forced to filter under strain. Then, when you suddenly drink large amounts of water later, pressure spikes through delicate filters. This pattern slowly clogs the system, no matter how healthy your diet looks. That's why hydration timing matters more than most people realize. Steady hydration allows toxins to dilute early, move smoothly, and exit without overwhelming kidney tissue. When combined with the right spice, circulation improves and detox pathways finally open. Add in reduced hidden sodium, which silently raises blood pressure and thickens the blood, and kidney stress begins to ease. Reduce frequent painkiller use, which quietly restricts kidney blood flow. Support sleep when fluid balance and blood pressure reset naturally. When these pieces come together, something powerful happens. Swelling starts to go down. Energy improves. Brain fog lifts. Nighttime bathroom trips decrease. And over time, lab markers can begin moving in a healthier direction. This isn't about extreme cleanses. It's not about supplements or complicated protocols. It's about removing congestion and restoring flow. Your kidneys don't need punishment. They need relief. They don't need force. They need support. And sometimes the first step to unclogging your kidneys and flushing toxins naturally starts with one simple spice. Use the right way at the right time. Because kidney damage doesn't start loudly, and healing doesn't have to either. Most people believe their kidneys detox automatically, no matter what they eat or drink. And while it's true that kidneys are designed to filter toxins, the reality is this: They can only detox efficiently when the internal environment allows it. Modern diets make that job much harder than it should be. Processed foods, excess sodium, sugar, preservatives, medications, and environmental toxins all increase the toxic load entering the bloodstream. When that load becomes constant, kidneys are forced to work overtime. Filtration slows, inflammation rises, waste lingers longer than it should. Over time, this creates a silent backlog. Blood becomes more congested. Pressure inside tiny kidney filters increases. Oxidative stress damages delicate tissue, and yet most people feel fine until they don't. This is where certain kitchen spices become incredibly powerful, not because they perform some dramatic cleanse, but because they support the exact biological pathways kidneys rely on to detox properly. Detox is not about flushing everything out aggressively. That actually stresses the kidneys more. True detox is about flow, smooth circulation, calm inflammation, and efficient waste removal. Certain spices help restore that flow. Some improve blood vessel flexibility, allowing blood to move gently through the kidneys instead of slamming into fragile filters. Others reduce oxidative stress, protecting kidney cells from damage caused by free radicals. Some even reduce the amount of toxins reaching the kidneys by supporting digestion and liver detox pathways upstream. This is why these spices work best as part of daily food, not as high-dose supplements. They work gradually, consistently, and intelligently. When used correctly, these spices help reduce the burden placed on the kidneys. Less burden means less inflammation. Less inflammation means better filtration. Better filtration means toxins exit the body before they cause damage. But here's what most people misunderstand. Spices don't detox your kidneys in isolation. They create the conditions that allow your kidneys to detox themselves. If blood is thick from dehydration, spices can't circulate properly. If sodium intake is high, blood pressure remains elevated and filtration stays stressed. If sleep is poor, fluid balance never resets. In that environment, even the best spices won't deliver their full benefits. This is why people often say, "I eat healthy, but my kidney numbers aren't improving." The missing piece is synergy. When kidney-supporting spices are combined with steady hydration, reduced hidden sodium, consistent sleep, detox pathways finally open. Blood flow improves, waste becomes diluted, inflammation calms, and kidneys are no longer forced into survival mode. This is also why dramatic cleanses often fail. They shock the system. They pull fluids too aggressively. They strain electrolyte balance. And kidneys pay the price. Spices work because they are gentle. They support detox without forcing it. Over time, this gentle support compounds. People often notice subtle but meaningful changes first. Less bloating, clearer urine, improved energy, fewer nighttime bathroom trips, better digestion, reduced puffiness in the face and ankles. These are signs that detox is happening the right way, quietly, consistently, safely. This is also why timing matters. Using these spices earlier in the day, when circulation and digestion are most active, allows their compounds to reach kidney tissue efficiently. Pairing them with healthy fats improves absorption. Using them fresh instead of old pre-ground forms preserves potency. Small details make a big difference. Kidney health isn't restored through one heroic action. It's rebuilt through hundreds of small supportive choices repeated daily. And the beauty of kitchen spices is this: they are accessible, affordable, sustainable, no prescription, no extremes, no fear-based protocols, just daily support that adds up. Your kidneys don't need to be pushed harder. They're already working relentlessly. They need less resistance. They need fewer obstacles. They need an environment where detox can happen naturally, without pressure, without congestion, without constant overload. And sometimes that environment begins that's something as simple as what you sprinkle into your meals. Because when detox works the way it's meant to, your kidneys don't struggle, they flow. Most people believe kidney damage happens slowly because of age or genetics. But for millions, kidney stress is accelerated by one daily habit they repeat without realizing how much harm it causes. That habit is inconsistent hydration. Not how much water you drink in a day, but when and how you drink it. Your kidneys depend on steady fluid availability to flush toxins efficiently. When hydration is irregular, toxins become concentrated in the blood. This forces kidneys to filter under higher pressure, stressing delicate filtration units called nephrons. Here's how the damage quietly begins. Many people go hours without drinking water, especially in the morning. Overnight, your body loses fluid through breathing and sweat, while waste continues to build up in the blood. When you wake up and delay hydration or start with coffee instead, toxins remain concentrated longer than they should. The kidneys are immediately placed under strain. Then comes the second mistake. Later in the day, people suddenly drink large amounts of water to catch up. This floods the system all at once. Instead of helping, it overwhelms the kidneys, increasing pressure inside filtration units and disrupting electrolyte balance. This pattern repeats day after day. Long dehydration gaps, sudden fluid overload, nighttime bathroom trips, interrupted sleep. Over time, kidney tissue becomes inflamed, blood flow stiffens, filtration efficiency declines, and yet most people don't connect these habits to kidney health at all. They say I drink water when I'm thirsty. But thirst is a late signal. By the time you feel thirsty, your blood is already more concentrated, meaning your kidneys have been working harder for hours. Relying on thirst allows toxins to linger, increasing oxidative stress and inflammation inside kidney tissue. This is why hydration timing matters more than volume. Consistent, gentle hydration keeps blood diluted, circulation smooth, and waste moving out before it causes damage. This also explains why many people who eat well and use kidney-supporting spices still struggle. Spices rely on circulation to reach kidney tissue. Without steady hydration, their protective compounds can't distribute properly. Detox pathways remain sluggish, no matter how healthy the diet appears. Inconsistent hydration quietly cancels out good habits. Another hidden problem appears at night. When fluid intake is delayed until evening, kidneys are forced to process excess water during sleep. This leads to frequent nighttime urination, fragmented rest, and higher nighttime blood pressure. Poor sleep then worsens inflammation and fluid retention, placing even more stress on the kidneys the next day. It becomes a vicious cycle. The solution isn't extreme water intake, it's rhythm. Kidney-friendly hydration follows a simple pattern. Begin sipping water within 30 minutes of waking. Drink small amounts consistently throughout the day. Allow toxins to dilute early and exit gently. Reduce heavy fluid intake 1 to 2 hours before bed. This rhythm supports kidney filtration instead of overwhelming it. When hydration timing improves, something remarkable happens. Blood flows more smoothly through kidney tissue, inflammation begins to calm, waste products move out efficiently instead of lingering, nighttime bathroom trips often decrease, energy improves, swelling starts to reduce. And when this hydration rhythm is paired with kidney-supporting spices, the benefits multiply. Spices reduce oxidative stress. Hydration allows them to circulate. Together, they create the environment kidneys need to recover and function more efficiently. This isn't about drinking more water than your body needs. It's about working with kidney biology instead of against it. Kidney damage rarely comes from one dramatic mistake. It comes from small daily patterns that compound over time. The good news is that those patterns can be changed just as quietly. Hydration timing doesn't feel dramatic, but it changes everything beneath the surface, just like kidney disease itself. Your kidneys don't fail because you forgot to drink water once. They struggle because dehydration becomes your normal rhythm. Change the rhythm, and you change the trajectory. Sometimes the most powerful kidney protective habit isn't found in a supplement or a prescription. It's found in when you lift the glass. Most people think kidney stress only comes from serious illness. But in reality, some of the greatest damage comes from everyday habits that seem harmless. You may never touch a salt shaker. You may drink water daily. You may eat what you believe is a normal diet. And yet, your kidneys may still be under constant pressure. One of the most overlooked reasons is hidden sodium. Sodium doesn't just come from table salt. It hides in breads, sauces, packaged foods, restaurant meals, condiments, and even foods labeled healthy. Every time sodium intake creeps up, it pulls water into the bloodstream. Blood volume increases, pressure rises, and your kidneys are forced to filter under strain. This pressure damages delicate filtration units over time, even when blood tests still look normal. That's why swelling, puffiness, and rising blood pressure often appear long before kidney disease is diagnosed. And sodium isn't acting alone. Another silent stressor is frequent use of common painkillers like ibuprofen or naproxen. These medications reduce inflammation by blocking prostaglandins, but prostaglandins are essential for maintaining healthy blood flow to the kidneys. When prostaglandins are suppressed regularly, kidney circulation quietly decreases. Combine that with dehydration or high sodium, and filtration efficiency drops even faster. Most people never connect occasional pain relief to kidney stress, but taken repeatedly over months or years, the effect compounds. Then there's sleep, the most underestimated kidney support system of all. During deep sleep, your kidneys rebalance fluids, regulate electrolytes, and help stabilize blood pressure. This is when the body resets. When sleep is poor or inconsistent, that reset never fully happens. Fluid begins to pool, blood pressure remains elevated, inflammation rises, and kidneys start the next day already behind. This is why people with kidney stress often experience nighttime urination, morning puffiness, and persistent fatigue. Their kidneys never get a true recovery window. Now here's where everything comes together. Spices like garlic, turmeric, ginger, and cinnamon are powerful, but they cannot overcome constant stress from sodium overload, poor sleep, dehydration, and reduced circulation. Think of it like trying to clean a clogged filter while pressure keeps increasing from behind. The system never catches up. When sodium intake drops, blood pressure eases. When painkiller use decreases, circulation improves. When sleep stabilizes, fluid balance resets. When hydration timing improves, toxins dilute early. Suddenly, kidney-supporting spices can do what they're meant to do. They calm inflammation instead of fighting it endlessly. They improve circulation instead of pushing against pressure. They help waste move out instead of stagnating. This is why people often see improvements not just in lab numbers but in how they feel. Swelling begins to fade, energy returns, brain fog lifts, sleep becomes deeper. These are not coincidences. They are signs that kidney stress is decreasing. Kidney health isn't destroyed by one bad choice. It's shaped by patterns. Daily sodium exposure, repeated medication use, chronic sleep disruption, inconsistent hydration. The good news is that patterns can be rewritten. You don't need perfection. You don't need extreme diets. You don't need fear. You need awareness. Taste your food before adding salt. Choose fresh foods more often than packaged ones. Use spices to enhance flavor instead of sodium. Be mindful of how often you rely on painkillers. Protect your sleep like it's medicine, because for your kidneys, it is. When these quiet stressors are reduced, your kidneys finally get breathing room. They are remarkably resilient organs. They respond quickly when pressure is removed, and when the environment changes, healing becomes possible. Kidney protection isn't about doing more. It's about stopping the silent damage that happens every single day without you noticing, because once you remove what's hurting them, your kidneys don't need to be forced to heal. They already know how. They reduce oxidative stress, ECT kidney cells, and improve the internal environment where healing happens. Over time, this creates conditions where kidney function can stabilize, and in many cases improve. This is why people often notice changes before lab numbers shift. Energy returns, swelling decreases, nighttime bathroom trips reduce, brain fog lifts. These are signs the kidneys are under less strain. Lab improvements often follow. The most important mindset shift is this: your kidneys respond to consistency, not intensity. You don't need to do everything perfectly. You don't need to change your life overnight. You need to choose one or two supportive habits and make them repeatable. Start with hydration timing. Use spices to flavor food instead of salt. Protect sleep. Be mindful of medications. These choices don't feel dramatic, but kidneys don't heal dramatically. They heal quietly, and that's a good thing because quiet healing is sustainable. Your kidneys don't ask for much. They don't need punishment or extremes. They need space to recover. They need pressure removed. They need steady care. When you stop working against them, they begin working for you again. This is not about reversing time. It's about changing direction. Even if kidney stress has been present for years, the body still responds when the environment improves. Cells calm, inflammation settles, filtration becomes more efficient. Progress doesn't come from fear, it comes from respect. Respect for what your kidneys do every single day. Respect for the signals they send. Respect for the small habits that shape long-term health. Your kidneys don't define you by a number. Your choices define your future. And when those choices support healing instead of stress, the body does what it has always known how to do. It adapts, it restores, it survives. Sometimes all it needs is the chance,